Sam, please can you just less than 3 minutes? Introduce yourself and the company and what you think about this solution right now.
Thank you very much, and very good afternoon, colleagues. It's really a pleasure to be here. I would like to personally stay on the global space, or maybe country space, and then come back to Seplat. If you look in the history of Nigeria from 2010 to 2022 and the history of divestment, you will see that a lot of the onshore shallow water blocks in Nigeria are now gone into the hands of indigenous operators. And that is remarkable. But then follow me in my line of thinking and discussion here. If you look at the investment as well between the same time frame, over $25 billion US have been invested by these local indigenous operators, 10 billion in the divestment acquisitions, and about 15 billion in capital development projects. Again, why I'm giving these figures is just to underscore the fact that divestment in Nigeria has been of great success. If I bring it back to Seplat, Seplat started its journey in 2009, leading to 2010 acquisition of the Western Asset Blocks. And then, so far as of today, we run 7 of the onshore blocks. And that is significant in terms of oil and gas production today. Between myself, or Seplat, and ND Western, we do 60% of the domestic gas needs of this country. So again, that is something that everyone in the room here should be proud of. Seplat, in the last 10 years, has spent over $2 billion in capital development in country. And this, you can almost imagine that a significant portion of it goes to our domestic and local vendors. In fact, in the last year, 2022, we spent nearly $40 million US with domestic vendors supporting Seplat. And in terms of government tax delivery to the government, we have delivered about $3 billion of tax to the government in the same period that I'm talking about. So these are things that are actually making me believe and share with you that the divestment journey in Nigeria has been a success case. And all we need to do today is to ensure that we make the sky wide enough for all the birds to fly. I'm also a proponent of the fact that we need a mix in our society, in our country. So we need to find the right balance. While the IOC, the first IOCs, are deepening their focus in the deep water, then our own IOC should be supported to grow in the onshore shallow waters. And for that matter, I think and believe that we need to enable the divestment opportunities that are there in the country today, because that is a catalyst for Nigeria to grow, as has been set out by the current government. And today, with all the energy behind energy transition, you begin to see that you have to climb a very, very steep mountain to even convince investors to put money in fossil fuels, let alone bring their money into Nigeria. So, for you to be able to do that, number one is that your governance has to be very strong, with very strong ethics, very strong transparency. You have to be trusted. So for Seplat, what has helped us is being dual listed in Nigeria and London Stock Exchange market, where we now subject ourselves to the most stringent part of that governance requirements. So that is number one. Number two is that your ESG journey has to be also be very strong and very transparent to the world. And what you do to the climate change journey and agenda will then help you also to position. And then when you come to Seplat, what has helped us as well is our very aggressive strategy towards eliminating routine flares in our operations. As we speak today, we have a timeline to have all our facilities end routine flaring by end of 2024, which by all measure is far more aggressive than even the national aspiration. because again, that is one thing that we've seen that has helped us to position us globally, to attract funding, to embark on all the capital acquisitions and development that we want to do at Seplat. Looking to the future actually looks very bright for the country, and we have quite a number of divestment opportunities on the queue. Let's enable those and then allow the country to achieve organic growth. And for Seplat in particular, end of this month, we will achieve mechanical completion of the Asano project, which will bring another 300 million scopes of gas to the domestic market of Nigeria. And as soon as the OB3 and Spur line is ready, then that gas will be again available to generate more power to the nation. Thank you very much.